All right, so first we're going to unpack everything, take the chiller out, unpack everything, get everything out and separated. And then what we're going to do is we are going to start inflating the lid and the tub. So it comes with a gauge on top of the pump there, so you can see exactly how much pressure you're supposed to have. It's supposed to be around 10 psi for both the lid and the tub. And just takes a little bit of elbow grease. They do have some electric ones on Amazon if you wanted to pick one of those up. Makes it a little bit easier on you, but inflate everything, check it out, just make sure there's no leaks, make sure nothing's damaged. And then this is called the plug, so that's the drain plug. You want to put that in first, and then this is the pre-filter, so we're going to work on that. We're going to take the plugs out of the chiller, and we're going to get the pre-filter going. So we're going to add a little bit of the tape, and we're going to start adding this. This goes on the lower port of the chiller. You're going to take the cover off, get that all situated, and then you're going to get the other quick plug connect, and you're going to add it to the outside of the pre-filter. And then you're going to grab the other one that goes into the top port of the chiller. Remember, add tape to all of these. Hand tighten is usually pretty okay. Sometimes you do have to get an adjustable wrench and tighten it up a little bit. And then we're going to go over to the tub, same thing, a little bit of tape on the quick connect port. You're going to wrap the tape, twist it in, and then, like I said, sometimes you need a little bit of wrench torque on them to get them in, but it shouldn't take too much force. Now we're going to unpack the hoses. So these have quick connects already on them. And then one thing I do want to mention here is the clamps on these hoses. You definitely want to tighten these up, make sure they're tight. Sometimes they come a little loose, and you don't want any leaks in the system. So go ahead and tighten up those hose clamps like I'm doing there. Now we're going to unpack the filter, get that ready, undo the filter housing. Now we're going to put the system into place where we're going to essentially fill it up. The top port on the tub goes with the top port on the chiller, vice versa on the lower port on the tub, lower port on the chiller. And then there are cotter pins. And so when you close those quick release clamps, there's cotter pins that you slide in to make sure that they don't pop off. Hook up the extension cord or power. Then we're going to pre-fill the filter housing. Put that into place. You can use the filter housing tool to tighten it up a little bit. Now we're going to start filling it with water. You definitely want to have this in place first, because once you start filling this with water, it is really hard to move. It becomes really heavy. So we're going to fill it up just above that lower port there. And once we fill it up above that lower port, we're going to push prime the system. Okay, we're going to force water through the system. The chiller is off. We're going to force water through the system, get any air out. We're going to push all the water through until we get a nice steady stream there. Now we're going to flip the chiller on. So I flipped it on there and it didn't come on. One thing you have to sometimes do is grab the safety switch there, push the button, push the reset button, turn it on, and then it comes on. All right, now we're going to continue to fill it up, and the whole system is priming. Do you see how it's trickling out there? The whole system is currently priming. It does take, about 5-10 minutes usually, and then you will see a steady flow of water come out of that port right there. And so now the chiller has kicked in. It is primed. It's getting going. And then there, what you'll see is there's a little flow indicator. It looks like a cooling indicator, and that just means that you have good flow and it's starting to cool. It takes a couple hours for it to chill down to the desired temperature, and there you have it.